Hey guys, it's me Subin Aesthetic back with another unpopular popular opinions video. Today I'll be talking about some opinions that I have about K-pop. Feel free to comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything that I say in this video. Let's get started. We need more of the city pop genre in K-pop. For those of you who don't know what city pop is, I'll explain. City pop or new music is a music genre based in Japan, influenced by the Western genres such as jazz, funk, disco, and R&B. For example, I'll show you two of my favorite songs from the city pop genre in K-pop. I just feel like I haven't heard a really good city pop song in K-pop for a long time, and I really like the genre a lot. So please, K-pop producers and K-pop idols who self-produce, please make more city pop. I just think the songs sound so magical, so we need more of them. K-pop fans say they don't seek Western validation, but some of y'all really are lying to yourselves. But this doesn't mean you are bad for wanting it. I've seen a lot of K-pop fans always talking down to each other about which fandom seeks more Western validation than the other, like it's some type of sin. First of all, every single fandom that pushes their group past Korea into the general public seeks Western validation. But there is nothing wrong with that. This is the music business, and both idols and companies want more money and popularity, so why wouldn't they want to be looked at by the West, which has the top entertainment industry in the world before Japan? I'm just so tired of people getting mad at groups and idols for making English songs and albums, or just putting themselves out there in the West, calling them sellouts and other stuff. Why shame a group for trying to grow a wider audience? To close this opinion up, just stop shaming people for trying to grow in the West and call it validation, because one day your group will do the same thing, because every artist who actually cares wants to grow outside of Asia. We need a new name for these unpopular opinions videos, because honestly the way people word them just makes me cringe. I still call my videos opinion videos, but if you don't got tea, don't lie and say you do. Some YouTubers be acting like they are about to spit some mad opinions that will get them beat up in the streets. But then it turns out they got nothing to say. K-pop YouTubers, if your opinions are normal, just be honest. You don't have to make them sound boring. But at the same time, you don't have to make them sound like you are about to diss the whole K-pop world. Unless you really are, then be my guest and go off. I don't know why, but I crave a Suga and Soyeon collab. I don't know what it is, but with them producing and just straight up spitting bars on a track, that would be my absolute dream. I know it will never happen, but a girl can have hope. Going off of the topic of rap, I prefer actual Korean hip-hop artists technically wise, but I do thoroughly enjoy K-pop rappers for the most part. Are K-pop rappers the best at writing and flow, and can they do crazy things with their rapping skills? For the most part, no, with exception of a few idol rappers. But I still really like what they do, and I don't really think it matters all that much when the rap isn't god tier, because it can still be catchy and fun to listen to. The only time I ever have a problem is when companies or the artist themselves make the decision to rap when they know they can't in an actual song, not just when they are joking around. I do believe that you can practice to be good at rapping, but if you're just doing it as an artist and you have no idea what you are doing, to me it almost seems like a mockery of a genre that I love and is used for more than just looking cool. At the end of the day, I still love idol rap because it's the one type of rap I can play in front of my parents because they never swear. This could be just me, but Wings by the new group Pixie sounds like a mashup of AETs and CLC. The beat drop and the way Satbiel and Lola rap just exudes AETs and CLC energy for some reason, and the dance goes hard as ever. This isn't a bad thing because I love both CLC and AETs, so I was really happy with this song. Not all your idols are depressed people. This isn't even an opinion, it's a fact. But K-pop fans need to stop with this. My idol is so depressed and so scared, and all of this other crap. No, I'm not saying don't take mental health seriously, but don't use the mental health card for every situation, and don't let that be the reason you stan them. Some K-pop idols don't have depression and some do. Some of them will tell us of their struggle and some won't. You know what you have to do in this situation? Just support them, so either way you aren't harming their mental health whether they have depression or not. Also stop using mental health as a reason for why your fave shouldn't be held accountable. No, this doesn't mean I endorse doxing or any type of online abuse or hate. But if a K-pop idol who you like does something wrong, stop pulling their depressed card. So people will stop holding them accountable, because that's infantilizing and excusing them, which is never good. K-pop fans have favorites when it comes to members in a group, and it shows. Now this doesn't mean that they can't have favorites. I don't hate people who have biases or even solo stands that don't come after other members in the group. But please show the same energy when two different members of a group get into similar scandals. I'm not gonna put names because I rather not get hate comments. But there are particular fandoms that do not shy away from treating members differently in certain groups. If one of the members gets into a scandal, fans instantly come to their defense and make sure to drown out the searches. But with another member in the same situation, it will be, they need to handle it themselves, and they'll go on to hate them. It's really annoying, because if you are going to switch up just because you think that member looks cuter or whatever, you're as fake as the fake Gucci the boys at my high school wear. Keep the same energy or stay silent. Nothing about K-pop is as original as you think. Now, before I get hate for this, I just want to say that I love K-pop and I couldn't care less about if it's original. Now, of course, there are differences to K-pop, such as the fandom mentality and just the way that idols are pushed into the media. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the music. It just kinda makes me cringe a little when some K-pop fans say things like, "This is so new and innovative. Never done before." Then it's some generic pop song that has been done before for several years. I love K-pop, but I can't just sit there saying it's some original music, because the only difference to K-pop and Western pop is the language. Same-ish, different font. The Momoland Wrap Me in Plastic cover is just as annoying as the original. I don't blame this on the girls at all. It's just the song. It's so annoying and generically bland, and I really wish if Momoland were to cover another song, it could be something else other than Wrap Me in Plastic. A lot of people were saying that the song got better because Momoland sung it. Which is your opinion? But personally, to me, they both sound annoying. Again, not because of the girls, but just because of how bland the song is. The BTS vocal line needs more training. Now listen before I get the "you don't know anything about singing" comments. I just want to say that I went to music school when I was 8, and I've learned a lot about breath control while singing and piano. Also, if that's not enough, I've talked about this many times with my brother, who is a musical artist who still frequently takes vocal training lessons. BTS have unique voices, but when it comes to their technique, they are lacking it. The most technically trained vocalist in BTS for me is between Jungkook and Jin, and even they need more training. I especially worry for Jimin's voice, because at times you can hear how much he's straining it, especially on his higher notes. From what I can see, Jimin's vocal range is upper middle. A good example of this would be his solo song on the Wings album, Lie. If you've seen the live performance for Lie, you can just tell he's singing in a range that's comfortable for him. I just hope the best for all of them when it comes to their voices, and as long as they aren't harming them, I'm fine. But Big Hit gets these boys some more vocal training, because even big superstars have more to learn of their musical journeys. Don't Call Me isn't a SHINee song, or an NCT song, or a Super M song. It's an SM song. Everyone and their mothers keep saying, "Oh, this isn't SHINee, this is an EXO song, or an NCT song, or whatever SM boy group there is." And I'm here just face palming, because it's none of those really. Or let me rephrase it, it's all of those. It's an SM boy group song. It's SM's signature sound for boy groups now, and SHINee is an SM boy group, so it makes sense they would get a song like this. It's okay not to like the song. I get that a lot of shiles who have been waiting, or non-shiles who aren't even K-pop fans anymore, came for the SHINee signature sound, but I find it hard to believe that people actually thought that SHINee would not come back with a song like this. SM has an obvious sound when it comes to their boy group, so why would SHINee be any different? Twice have been lacking stage presence recently, and it makes me sad. I understand that Twice are trying to show this mature side through their performances now since the new change of concept. But mature doesn't mean tired looking, and that's what all of them look like. If anything, I think this just shows how overworked and tired they all are. So JYP, let the girls rest so they can be at their best and have stage presence again. I will give them one praise though, I liked their Cry For Me dance practice, they looked a little more alive. But anyway, JYP, give them a break. BTS MV comment sections are the driest comment sections I've ever seen. Now I wouldn't have said this like 4 or 3 even years ago, but as of now the only comments you'll see are attention seekers and streamers. There is no problem with them really. They aren't harming anyone, but it gets annoying when you have videos like Black Swan and all these other music videos where you can theorize a lot about them. But those theory comments get pushed to the back because everyone cares too much about the view count and whether or not BTS have international fans, which they do. You can stop asking now. This isn't just a BTS problem, but a problem with almost every big fandom. Don't even get me started on the comments under videos with Blackpink and BTS in the video. Those comments always turn into big fan wars and arguments. This doesn't bother me as much anymore though, because I only chat with people in my relative fandoms through funny moment videos, because the comments are just a lot more lively and don't feel like a bot is writing them. I actually understand Korea's ban of tattoos, at least for children's entertainment. I get that here in the West we have tattoos on full blast for everyone to see. But I also think we forget that in Korea, especially for children's television, they don't want their kids to see those tattoos because some of them are not very PG or even PG-14. So I don't blame them for banning them in general. I do think that if it's an adult show, then yes, let them not have their tattoos blurred. But for family shows that kids may watch, I don't think that's really a bad idea at all, and just keeping it safe in case a tattoo that a kid shouldn't see is accidentally seen. Being a black K-pop fan is hard. I know this seems obvious, but let me rant for a hot minute. I don't think people understand why I'm saying this, because most people are thinking now that I'm gonna talk about idols saying the N-word or cultural appropriation and such. While I still think that's a huge problem in K-pop, for me it's a lot more of a mentality issue. There is always this thought in my head that some of these K-pop artists who are these so-called perfect angels actually hate or very much dislike black people and other people of color. No, this doesn't mean I think all of them do, and no, I don't want to name any specifics because I rather not get cancelled. But as a black person who's lived in white suburbia all my life, you get feelings from some people that just screams I hate you. And just by how Korea is, where you don't see a lot of black people and dark skin that's not even that dark is still frowned upon and called ugly, I'm sure there are some K-pop idols, even famous ones, who are so-called angels, hate the fact that my skin color is the way it is, which sucks, and I hate that I have to worry about that, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of my video. If there is anything that you disagree with or even agree with in this video, feel free to comment down below. I will always try my best to respond to any comments the best I can. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video, because when we reach 100 subs I'll summon a K-pop idol to my house. Also, if you want to connect more with me, I have my Instagram in the description. Anyway, stay sunny.